Who do we got? Give me a second and I'll tell you who we got. I need to bring up my desktop so I can read. We got up in the 50s today, guys. Awesome. What I'm really looking forward to, I get by in winter. It used to bring me down, but I get by. But when the world becomes alive and green, there's that specific time of the year. It starts in late April, goes all the way to June. Um, when you get that peak greenness, and it's so vibrant and alive that you just become lost in it. Absolutely love it. My favorite time of the year. June's my favorite month. Hey, Smile Face. How are you? If you're still here hanging out. Hey, Michael. Michael, how are you? Tomorrow is premiere day for Michael. Hey, Michael, do you have a link you want to drop? Just give me a quick second, guys. Our friend the Burpee Reaper is live, by the way. The legendary Burpee Reaper. He stopped by the live stream this afternoon. Always a pleasure, always an honor. Been friends with Reaper's. Well, he's been a friend of the channel since I started. There we go. Hey, Runner Boy. Runner Boy says, "Welcome. I am Yogi." You're getting there. You're getting pretty yogi-like. I'll catch up with you guys in just a minute. All right. Here we go. Smallfix says, yes, he's a pro driving and reading like an absolute pro. Have you seen him do burpees yet? Hey, Songhill. Songhill says, hey to Michael. Everyone's saying hi to Songhill. Runner Boy says, I was so sore today. I think it was from the glute thrust I did this week. Single leg. Yeah, anytime you introduce something new or something you haven't done for a while, you're going to be sore. I'm pretty sore from reintroducing squats to the mix for me after a long time of not doing them. I'm doing them very light because my goal is power endurance with the kettlebells. Just give me a second, guys. How are you, Kat? Smallface says no, but I will see him for sure. Yep, I think he said he's going to be doing a live session on Sunday. Starts 5 pumps for him. He's top level. You won't even now in the midst of his comeback, you won't see many people better than Reaper. Mark says, sorry I missed half the afternoon chat. I was helping my online friend raise money for cancer awareness by posting a community post. I saw your community post, so I hit the like button. No need to apologize, Michael. Doing good work. You're always doing good work. I certainly want to see Michael grow his channel because no one is as devoted developing the skills and just loves what they do as much as Michael. That's for sure. One of us says, of course, said they would lend the equipment I need for free. So good on them, not making me pay for it. Nice. Hey, so Runaway, what can you do with the course after you're done? I suppose you're certified. Small face says, "Got to go. It's really late." Understood. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Almost there. Almost there with you guys. So I'm definitely gonna find the time to do the Chandra Badanda Chandra Badanda breath. And no, I'm mispronouncing it. I mispronounce everything in Sanskrit. I mispronounce everything in English. Kat says, I ate and feel a little better. Looking for another movie recommendation. Have you seen The Big Lebowski? Bunda? Big Bunda? I have no idea what you're saying, Runner Boy. Runner Boy says, but I can't do any tree climbing for first year, all groundwork. Gotcha. It's probably safe that way. You don't want to be inexperienced with a chainsaw and climb trees, because it accidents can happen even with um, the most experienced. It means big butt. In what language? Michael says I can't climb trees anyway. Vertigo. I am not fond of heights at all, which is weird. I never used to be. I was fine. I was actually into rock climbing for a little bit. One day I was climbing and not even on that big of a rock face, and I got hit with this um, fear of heights pretty intensely, and I could never get back into climbing. Walmart Shopping Cart says, "Up, hey Walmart, how are you? Thanks for coming in, my friend." The Big Lebowski, no, thanks. Whenever I sit down to watch a movie, I end up cleaning house. I need some motivation. Big Lebowski might be one of my all-time favorite movies. Let's see. Michael says, "Nope, no arches. Can't climb unless they have a ton of low branches." Gotcha. Did you use to rock climb, Runner Boy? Runner Boy says, "Climb is okay. Falling is scary. I can't jump into water, but I can climb." Huh. Hey, Italian Bushcraft, how are you? Hello, my friend. How are you? I'm doing good. Let me bring up Bushcraft's channel. Are you guys subscribed to Italian Bushcraft? I got to tell you something. Italian Bushcraft seems kind of legendary. What he's doing. I gotta, I gotta watch your video, the famous beans of Terrence Hill and Bud Spencer movie with music. They call me Trinity. How many Trinity movies did they make? Man, we need to get Bushcraft to 1,000 subs. Running Boy says, yeah, I did rock climbing. You were like competitive, right? Hey, Austin. Austin, how are you? Walmart shopping cart says, Wos. Did I say that right? Pronounce that right? Tony Bushcraft says, so thank you so much, my friend. You are very kind. Well, thank you. Hey, I mentioned before, I love channels like yours. I love people who are just so passionate at what they do. The love of what they do is so evident in every video. Um, I just want to definitely support them. Anyway, says, Austin, can you come behind the shed with me for 60 seconds? It's all I need. That might have been the creepiest thing Running Boy has ever said. Austin's doing good. And Running Boy says, yes, kind of for the age group. Bushcraft says hello to Michael. Michael says it's doing good today. However, I'm glad I got the lines recorded for River Dream Animations before I begin to lose my voice. Do you feel like you're going to lose your voice? Michael says, hope you're doing good, Yogi. Thanks, Michael. I'm doing pretty good. I spent the last 2 days crouching around in the woods, at least for an hour or so. Yesterday, it was sitting under a tree, watching owls sway in the breeze. I found the tree that they hang out in. For the last year, they've been hanging out in this tree. More so now because they are in February is when I believe they start to lay their eggs. It says, Austin, don't ask why, just do it. And then the day before that, I was getting a bunch of, well, not a bunch, a bunch of films of hawks, some of which you saw. I posted one, I believe. And then this morning, I got a bunch of deer, and all of them were, I don't know why. As soon as I put the camera on them, like almost all of them started going to the bathroom. They looked me in the eye and started going to the bathroom. Are they saying something personally about me? I don't know what the story is with that. And then right when I was getting ready to be done filming, a fox just strolled up and then sat down like right in front of the deer, a couple yards ahead of me, and I filmed that for a while. Austin says we need to give Runner Boy a finger wag. We do need to give Runner Boy a finger wag. Where's Selma when we really need her? My finger wag doesn't have as much power. Michael says, hey, Austin. Hey, T. T says, hi, everyone. Hey, Michael, I don't know if you heard me ask, do you have a link for your premiere tomorrow you want to drop? People could set it up and be ready for it. I believe it's going to be 9 o'clock his time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. Runner Boy says, T. What's new, T? Runner Boy says, how's your watch hours, T? How are your watch hours, Runner Boy? And how about you, Garrett? Austin, how's your watch hours coming? I know you were at 7, was it 760? And speaking of watch hours, say, Italian Bushcraft, are you still with us? If you need some watch hours, I can start watching your playlists. I can start watching others, asking others as well. As we have Tundra almost monetized. I think it's going to be in 2 weeks or less. Daisy May almost monetized. I think it's going to be in 2 weeks or less. And Runner Boy is almost monetized. So that means other people are going to be bumped up to the top of the list. Same with Martine. I think she might be a little. She might be about a month. Maybe not. She doesn't do as much live streams. She doesn't do the restreaming. She got Runner Boy to teach her how to do it. 732 watch hours. Well done, Austin. So I do like watching your playlists, and I'll start watching more and more as we got Tundra and everyone else up there. Also says Tundra passed me, Yogi. They have 2360 with 5 being held, 5 days being held. What do you think that would be? Hey, Carl. Carl says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Carl. Hey, Carl, did you start a new channel? I see you over at I see you at Daisy Maze and Nature's Dog Realm with a, I believe, a different name, right? Carl said just finished live stream. Sorry I missed you, Carl. How did it go? Carl says certainly did. How's that channel going for you? Let's see. Italian Bushcraft says just shared your live in my community. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. He says hi, Italian. One of them says, I'm hoping to wake up, and mine is 2,400. New channel has 106. Where did you live stream with this channel or with your new channel? I'm not. I think you know what. I don't think I'm subscribed to your new channel because I thought it was this channel, and you just changed your name. So when I see you, over at Daisy's, unless you want to drop a link to your new channel, and then I'll subscribe, and we can get other people to subscribe. JC's Mountain Ajar says, hello, my friend. How are you? Welcome. New channel was Sunday. Gotcha. Well, always feel free to drop your link here. Everyone, feel free to drop your link. I try to mod people up pretty quickly, because most people who come in, they do so because they want to grow their channel. So why not make it easier? If you got the mod status, if you're trying to grow your channel, this way it's just click on the name. JC says, you are my friend. Runner Boy says, sadly, Austin, I have the power here. No one has more power than Selma. And there she is. There's Carl. Oops. And Riley's here, Dragon Fruit Man. Let's make friend Carl a moderator. We know Carl. Let me bring him up so I can hit the sub. Get all links. Thanks, Carl. Thanks for coming in with your new channel. JC Mountain Jar says, what's your channel about? It's about kindness. If I had to sum it up, it is about kindness, forgiveness, helping other channels grow, helping people if we're able to help them in whatever way, listening to people, yoga, meditation, breath work, burpees. More kettlebells now than burpees. Runner Boy says, JC, he talks about oranges. I only talk about oranges when I'm replying to Runner Boy's questions about oranges. ABC sent me over. I'm happy to find out what's going on. Yeah, but I saw you say hi, Geo, so I figured that you were probably connected. He said that ABC sent me over here. I'm happy to find out what's going on. Yeah, you know what? I'm not a real specific channel. I really just kind of use the channel to help myself grow as a human being, you know? Dragon Fruit Man says, Yogi, I just got done doing a live stream. Nice. Was this your this wasn't your first one, was it, Riley? Austin says hi to Riley. T says, oh, Selma, I'm sorry. Hope you're keeping well. Oh, what did I miss from? Thank you, Austin. Austin drops his link. Someone says hi, Yogi. Friend Selma's going to come up.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. Someone told me to wear a finger at Wonder Boy. I think it was Austin.
Austin did say that Runner Boy needs a finger wag.
Wonder Boy, did he just say you have power?
He did say he has power. He thinks he has power.
Wonder Boy, no. You like it that I'm here, and I will give you my finger wag.
There you go.
Wonder Boy, you don't want to mess with me.
Nope, no one wants to mess with Selma. Our new friend says, our new friend JC says, interesting, very cool. Well, thanks. I hope you like it. And hey, JC, if you need anything, if you are, let's bring you up. Let's bring your channel up, my friend. I just sub to you. I'm going to read your about, if you don't mind. When the door opens, may you find your spirit. Owner of Steel Stories. I like that. May you find your spirit. I'm using my joy of outdoors to return back to a healthy stature and lifestyle while raising a large family with my wife. Hopefully, I learn a bit of sustainability and share my views on how my purchases of gear fit the roles I intend for them to fulfill. And have some damn fun and laughs. Hashtag outdoor New Mexico. New Mexico is a beautiful state. All right, JC. If we can help you in any way.
I will send Wonder Boy to the corner.
Where he should sit.
He
should sit there until you tell him to move.
Yeah.
Tony Bushcraft says, Mountain Jar, you're welcome. So, hey, Mountain Jar, we just subbed you up. Dragon Fruit Man says, Yogi, can you help me with some watch hours? I can help you with some watch hours. Certainly. Let me add you to the list. What's going on, Selma?
It's doing good. I go to my boyfriend's house on Sunday.
Nice.
And I will bring you guys with me, and you will see the prank I'm gonna do.
Okay, that will be fun. Runner Boy says, "Oh no, it's Dragon Fruit Man, Banana Man." Hey, Clark, Dale Clark. Hey, I sent you. I don't know if it's you, but I sent a friend request to a Dill Clark in Great Britain. So I will either be friends with you, or I might be friends with another Dill Clark in Britain. So we're going to do some breath work in a little bit, Selma.
I love breath work.
I know. And you're really good at it. You know what? You also help me teach.
Yeah.
Um, give me a second, guys. I didn't get the message, Dale. I will be on the lookout for it. So, hey, Selma,
Yeah.
I'm gonna dive into the chat and look around in uh, some of the other channels that are coming in. Can you pop back up in just a little bit?
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Hey, before you go
Bye.
though, hey, Selma,
Yeah.
before you go, I think you need one more finger wag to Runner Boy, just to make sure that he's behaving.
You behave wonderful when I'm gone. You don't want to mess with my friends here.
Thank you.
I'm watching you.
Good. He needs it. So we'll
Same
see in
as
a little bit.
Harrison. Same
Yep.
as Harrison. I love you.
We love you too. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Let that be a lesson to you, Runner Boy. Hey, Sniper. Simple says, greetings, beautiful souls from across the pond, but under the same skies. Hey, so we have a new friend, JC Mountain Jar. Looks like a really awesome channel with a great positive message. If I love that thought of sustainability. So if you guys can support him, JC's kind of like we're all friends. Exactly. That's basically what it is. Friends hanging out, sharing what needs to be shared. Whatever's coming up. Definitely helping each other out. He says, Yogi, check your friend request for King Bill Clark. Gotcha. Nothing. What I was looking for, though, is the message. Dale says, different question, but Jasmine Richardson was 12 years old when she became the youngest female in Canada to be accused of murdering her family. She did this with her 23-year-old boyfriend at the time. Does then anyone remember this? And your thoughts on someone getting a lesser sentence due to age? And is there a chance of redemption for such people? I never heard of that before. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Lesser sentence. I guess yes, because the brain isn't mature yet. You can make a case either way. Is there a chance of redemption? Yes, there's always a chance of redemption. Every moment's a chance of redemption. So I definitely believe there's a not just a chance of redemption, that right circumstances with the right help, it can happen. Also says Running Boy needs to be in timeout for 24 hours. Boy, Runner Boy or Austin is a lot tougher. Someone's just going to give him a finger wag. He says, Yogi, I was in bed at 10 p.m. last night. How'd you sleep? Michael says, just subbed a few moments ago. Thanks, Michael. Someone's having fun. Semper says, greetings, JC. Love a good knife. JC says, I'm on road. When I stop, I'll sub in your other channels and look around. Nice. Yeah, I think you're gonna like the people here, JC. Someone says, hi, Sniper. Gil says, maybe I need to install Messenger before my message is gonna get to you. I thought it was automatic with Facebook. Michael says, same here, Squirrel. I bought a professional whittling knife and camping knife last month. Hey, Michael, what do you think of that professional whittling knife compared to what you used to use? Can you feel a real difference? Someone's laughing and says she will. Phil says, thanks for answering. The case intrigues me. A lot of people hate on her, and I guess it's understandable because of the horrific crime. But when there is no free will, everyone is doing all they can. Absolutely. We just don't know how someone else's mind is processing things from moment to moment to moment. So, redemption, forgiveness has nothing to do with holding someone responsible for something. A lot of people think that, when we talk forgiveness, we're saying, I'm going to let you off the hook. You're still responsible for the actions. Even in the absence of free will, you're still responsible for the apparent action that took place. Under the circumstances, she was also manipulated by her much older boyfriend. Yeah, that's what it sounded like when you said that he was 23. He says, Yogi, I slept 90 minutes, then up for 3 hours, and I went back to sleep. Busy day yesterday and today. Liked and shared. Salute you, Sir Yogi. Buddha support. Thank you, Buddha. Trending, right? This is a trending channel. Mr. Compress says hello. Hey, Mr. Compress, how are you? Michael says, I can. It cuts easier, and I owe it all to you. You owe it to your talent, Michael. It was your talent that carved the spoon. I was just a customer. I was just an appreciative customer of your artwork, of your craft. Sorry, I don't mean to be wagging my spoon at you guys. Trending says, like and shared, sir. Thanks, Trending. Hey, continuing prayers to your pup. He says hi to Trending. Gil says, may I ask, when someone's thinking of the most despised human beings, let's say Hitler, he's usually the one someone would pick. It is fair to say he couldn't act any other way than he did. It is fair to say. We would love to, and we do love, to give people, we love to give people the choice. We love to instill free will with people. I don't know if I can explain it, but yoga psychology, and they talk of the kleshas that I've explained before, the 5 afflictions of the mind, as well as what they call the samkaras. Samkaras are the mental imprints that are developed over the course of a lifetime. Some might say over the course of many lifetimes. People are playing out those mental imprints, and they're viewing life through those kleshas, the 5 afflictions of the mind. Not to mention the obvious neurological issues that he must have been having. Someone says, I love puppies. I do too. Michael says, I know, I'm just very grateful for that there are people out there who like my work. Absolutely, Michael. I can understand that. Someone's laughing. She says, he means you guys, not me. Sorry, T says, Trending, what's up with your puppy? Who's having cluster seizures? Am I right about that? I know, wait a minute, maybe not, because I know also that our friend Chris, Mama Chris, her dog was having cluster seizures. Spex's dog was having seizures, right? That's three people who are experiencing some dogs that have not been well. Maybe it isn't Mama Chris. Michael says, and if my wood working business doesn't go over well this year, I can always offer people my voice for their cartoons, etc. All of it. Use every talent that you have, Michael. You were giving them their gifts. You were giving them for a reason. Here's the best thing to do with gifts: regift. If you don't share your gifts, it's almost a shame. It is a shame. So Dill says, now I remember in a book, Carl Jung, the Swiss transpersonal psychologist. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said Hitler was sort of like a god to people. He existed to bring humanity to a new stage or something. I can't put it in words. Jung was a deep thinker. He was mystical. He wasn't consuming Hitler, but he said evil exists in anyone or can do. See, now that's the thing. I don't necessarily agree with thoughts on evil. Evil just being part of the illusion, deeply immersed in it. Danny is here. Hey, Danny. Danny's saying hi to everyone. Did you get any rain, Danny? We're getting some tonight, and I think all day tomorrow. Nevertheless, I'll be out there with my camera. Yeah, Carl Jung was he had a very mystical bent. He departed very sharply from Freud. Freud, he stayed an atheist even till his final days. Although I think towards the end he might have said that maybe. Let's look that up. Give me a second. So, artificial intelligence says he was an atheist. He strongly opposed religion. He believed that belief in God was a collective neurosis. However, his views on religion were complex and ambivalent. Though later in his life, his view on religions evolved over time. He began to see the Jewish faith as a source of inspiration. He argued that Judaism's commitment to an invisible God enriched the individual. Now, Carl Jung definitely was more mystical. I love reading about his views on synchronicities. But I believe his thoughts of God were more metaphorical. All right, where are we? Danny's still saying hi to everyone. Awesome. Dale says hi to Danny. Hey, Rebecca. Rebecca, how are you? How you feeling better? I know yesterday you said you were starting to feel better. Danny says, I'm sorry, Yogi. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. we going getting the rain. And I'm sorry I was late. I was on a nature's dog round. Ways to Rebecca. That's okay. That's a good place to be. If you're hanging around on the interwebs, hanging out with Mama Chris is one of the great places to be. I had her up a little bit ago. Just give me a second, guys. Dale says Young was very mystical person, like he said, and known for his intelligence. Maybe too much sometimes for me to read, but one of my favorite books by him is Memories, Dreams, and Reflections. I got a copy of that somewhere around. I never read the whole thing from front to end, but I did like diving in from time to time. Rebecca says, yes, I'm okay, thanks. You got a bit of a cold. I'm picking my options for GSE next week. What is GCSE? Hey, Robbie. Robbie, how are you? Robbie says, enjoy. Our friend Italian Bushcraft says, Danny, hello. Rebecca says, how are you? Rebecca, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. I had a good day filming nature. I had a good day doing yoga and meditating and breath work. I had a good day. I did everything I wanted to do. And you know what? That is about 99% of every day that I have. I'm in a very blessed place. Oh, Smileface was here earlier. He said it was late and he was gonna go to bed. Danny's waving at Robbie Blake. The question is, do you think Madface is gonna show up? Hey guys, are you subscribed to Rebecca? She is running 1,000 miles for Make-A-Wish Foundation. Bushcraft says hello to Rebecca. Dill says, good brother, it sounds like you're in a good place right now. I am. There's some issues, of course. You take them in stride. You know, doing everything that I like to do, that might change. There might be, I might need to get a job for 2 more years. I'll be 60 in 2 months. I know everyone's shocked. They were probably like 60. We thought you were 75. Understandable. As most of you know, I was a caregiver for my father, caregiver for my mother, and then for my father. My father and I, siblings, were caregivers for my mother. And then with my dad, I was basically his primary caregiver and then his critical caregiver. But my brother and I inherited the house and we decided to split expenses. This has been about, excuse me, guys. It's been about 3 years. Pardon me. I'm going to get some water. Hold on. All right, guys. I'm better. I'm almost better. I don't know what that was. Anyway, that reminded me I needed to take my supplement. T, he's still here? Did you take your supplements yet for the night? Anyway, my brother and I were splitting expenses. But unfortunately, family member had some financial difficulties, so I had to take some of my savings and help them out, putting me in a little more of a precarious position. So I would have had enough to write it into Social Security in 2 more years. But now I don't know if I'm going to have that option. But we'll see. Certainly don't feel like going out and getting a regular job. Nothing the matter with it. But you know what? At this point, I don't know. Maybe I'll be a Walmart greeter. Danny says, "Hope Matt Face shows up." I hope he does too. Rebecca says, "Hi to Italian Bushcraft." Dill says, "But I know that you're, um, but I know that you know feelings are always fleeting. You seem prepared for whatever can happen, perceived good or bad." I hope so. We'll find out. I've been through, we all have. We've all been through the ringer. 8 years of caring for my mom with Alzheimer's certainly prepares you for a lot of things. Divorce certainly prepares you for a lot of things. And then being with your father and holding his hand when he takes his final breath prepares you for almost everything. T says, not taking them yet. Will do. I'm taking mine now. Semper says, evening to Dill and Rebecca and Tony Bushcraft, Cooking and Danny. Hey, Sniper, are you all done with the apple trees? Dill says, good evening, Squirrel Sniper. Rebecca says, hi to Squirrel Sniper. Danny says, Yogi, you're still young. I understand about kind given. I did something to my dad. He passed away in 2023. I'm sorry, Danny. Oh, about yep, caregiving. It is at once caregiving is at once the single hardest and the most rewarding thing that anyone can do. When I was going through it, my heart was breaking, but I was there and present for my father uh, in a way that would have been unimaginable for me. It's tough for me to say, unimaginable. Finally, third time for me at any other time in my life. But all the other stuff, all the stupid things that I did, prepared me to be the caregiver that I needed to be. Hey, fitness junkie, one more day, one more day of planks for you, right? How are you? Let me bring up your channel real quick. 482. Hey, 13 more subscribers, and we reach that 500, and then we can start thinking of watch hours, more watch hours. Is there anyone here not subscribed to Extreme Fitness Junkies? Here's a better question. How come I'm not getting updates? I apologize. I just made sure I just checked to make sure that I was getting all notifications. So, yep, 13 more. Fitness Junkie says, yes, can you all help me, please? Is there anyone here not subscribed to Extreme Fitness Junkies? He says, you have to remember to take care of yourself. And yes, one more day. Caregiving is draining. Yeah, this is why meditation and breath work were so vital for me. It's also why I began getting up earlier and earlier. Of course, my father didn't rise as early as he used to when he was well. His last few months, he was Sorry, guys. I'm back up. I don't know why it's doing that lately. Um, Fitness Junkie says, sorry to hear that, Yogi. Thanks, I appreciate that. But you're right. Caregivers need to learn to take care of themselves. That, um, and again, that's why I started getting up real early to get in my first session of meditation and yoga, some breath work, because I knew that I would be a uh, greater presence for my father when I was in that peaceful state that I needed to be. Fitness Junkie says, thanks, Rebecca. Hey, Fitness Junkies. Rebecca is running 1,000 miles for Make a Wish Foundation. Michael says, I agree, Fitness Junkies. That's why I think that I might take next week off to rest my voice. Hey, are you doing anything to care for your voice? Like, are you gargling? So let's see. Fitness Junkies drops his link. And again, briefly, I don't know why it's doing that. Hopefully. Hopefully that was it for the night. Sorry. All right, guys. Fitness Junkie says, yes, I care for my grandmother. It's hard to see your loved ones deteriorate. It is. It is. And with my father, who was, that figure of strength in my life, the one that I always turn to for everything. Uh, it was an odd dichotomy with my mom because her and I had a contentious relationship. I know my mom loved me. I wasn't sure she always liked me. We butted heads. It seemed like from the beginning, from when I was old enough to, sort of have a sense of self awareness. We were butting heads. So to become a caregiver for someone with dementia, you learn you got to start putting all that aside. There's no room. There is no room for pettiness any longer. Uncle says soup and cough drops. Uncle says because I help my mom takes care of my 9-year-old grandma. Fitness Junkie says mysteries. I do the same. I'm glad to hear that you guys step up to help your family members. Uncle says I can't afford my mom, who's healthy and in her 60s, or my grandma, who's in her 90s, gets sick. Understand. Dill says, or Yep, Dill says, it sounds like it matured you as a person. It did. I mention all the time that my mom actually became my greatest spiritual teacher because when you're dealing with someone with dementia, you got to start being very mindful of your language, and you got to put everything that I had ever uh, read about or all the meditation that I had done, practicing kindness, practicing forgiveness. This is where the rubber meets the road, where it's no longer a theory that you have to. Now it has to become a practice. It has to become a way of life because you can't say to someone with dementia, "I just told you." Don't you listen? Pay attention. How many times do I have to tell you? Because they're always in the present moment. You have to tell them as patiently, as kindly, as many times as you have to tell them until it's a point of not having to tell them, but wanting to tell them, wanting to communicate, wanting to be there, wanting to convey kindness through your words, through your presence, through your actions, through your thoughts, everything. Man's Search for Meaning is a good book about perspective. It is. And I love the way Frankl talked of his take on forgiveness. He would not have survived the concentration camp after the concentration camp. He didn't want to be stuck there. Same with Nelson Mandela. When they were liberated, they knew they had a choice. They could remain in prison in their heart, in their mind, or they could forgive. Hey, Toy Pups. Fitness Junkie says, I help out on the weekend. I have a family and kids. It's a lot. That was one of the reasons I started Extreme Fitness Junkies. And you got a wonderful message. So again, guys, are you subscribed to Extreme Fitness Junkies? 17 away from hitting 500, which means we can start working on getting him monetized. Someone says, hi, Italian. And hi, Rebecca. And hi, Fitness. Toy Pup says, hi, Yogi. Toy Pups, how are you? Fitness Junkie says, hi, Toy Pups. Look how excited everyone gets to see Toy Pups. As they should. Our great, great friend. Love our Toy Pups. So, Extreme Fitness Junkies, Italian Bushcraft Cooking. I think everyone is already subscribed to Rebecca, I hope. JC Mountain Ajar, he is up top. You might need to scroll up a little bit. Everyone that we could subscribe to, if you're not. One of my favorite sections of Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning is when he left, when they were liberated, and they were walking from the concentration camp, and they passed the field of wildflowers. No one noticed it. They were dead. They were emotionally dead to what they were looking at. A couple weeks later, they came across another, when they were recovering, they had been liberated for a few weeks. They came across another field of wildflowers, and they were overcome with the beauty of it. And when he talked about the contrast, it was what he said, they needed to become human again in order to appreciate beauty. When they left the camp, they were so dehumanized. Beauty was just a concept, not even a concept. It had zero meaning. But later, as they regained their humanness, that sense of beauty became even sharper and keener than it had before. Hey, Tim. Tim says, sup, Yogi, and everyone in the chat. How are you, Tim? Fitness Junkie says, thank you. Absolutely. Man, I'd love to see if we could get you closer to 500 tonight. Selma says, you're welcome, Michael. Michael says, thanks to Selma. My cat's over here making some noise. Dill says, what are your thoughts on people who are considered new age spiritual gurus these days? For instance, Joe Dispenza. Is it all financial gain for them, or do they have some wisdom? I think they do have some wisdom. There was a time when I used to follow quite a bit of them. You know, some people might classify Wayne Dyer there. Hey, Simon. I always loved Wayne Dyer. I've read him way back in the 80s, and I loved watching his spiritual maturity. He wrote books in the 70s, early 80s, that very much into that looking out for number one type stuff. And the cover of his books reflected that. He was very smug looking, very arrogant. They were good books, but they were from a purely psychological perspective. As he matured spiritually, the photos began to change, became more smiling, a little less smug. Towards the end of his life, when he wrote, there's a spiritual solution to every problem, he was on his knees at the temple of Assisi, head bowed in prayer. Um, yes, I do think they have wisdom to varying degrees. Like I'm a big fan of Eckhart Tolle, but for the most part, um, my own my own practice has been streamlined. Yoga and kindness. There it is. The full spectrum of yoga. The ethical foundation, the asanas, the breath work, and withdrawal of the senses and meditation. Tim says, thanks, Bumblebee. Oh, Tim says, I am blessed. Went for my procedure today for electrical cardioversion. So now my heartbeat is back to normal. Awesome, Tim. Awesome. That is great news. As T says, Tim, that's great news. Fitness Junkie says, thanks. Simon says, Joel Ornstein helped me through some dark times. Yeah, there's a lot to be said for someone's presence, you know? And a good book, a good, uh, even a good podcast, someone can provide that presence. Fitness Junkie says, congrats, Tim. Dill says, thanks for answering. Yes, I got totally. It's considered a big one these days. But to me, to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Eckhart because he takes the person as a autonomous entity. I believe that. I believe that I can tune in or tune out at will and just abide in silence. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I really liked A New Earth. And he was an early student of A Course in Miracles, actually. He likes to quote The Course in Miracles. I got a lot out. I've actually heard him speak in person a few times. I actually met Wayne Dye a few times, Marianne Williamson, and Deepak Chopra. I got a couple of signed books, and Deepak was he was my meditation teaching teacher. I got certified through Deepak Chopra. I didn't. He was not my direct teacher, but he was the teacher of my teacher. What do you think of Sadhguru, Dale? Someone says my movie is coming up soon. It's called Passion of Christ Part 2. Huh, I didn't know there was a Part 2. He says Eckhart's good. Tim says, appreciate all the prayers and concerns. I've had an overwhelming response for prayers. Don't know a lot of them, but appreciate everyone's prayers. Absolutely, Tim. He says, what about Sadhguru? Just wondering what Dill thinks of him. He says, Deepak, I like him. I like Deepak too. Simon says, people using my kindness as a weakness. How so? Simon, what do you mean? Let's see. Fitness Junkie says, thanks, Yogi. You're a rock star. Just want to help a friend. Let me bring up a channel again real quick. 484. 16 more to go, guys. Dill says, for me, to be honest, Sadhguru, I haven't followed. It could be wrong, but I get the massive vibe from him, being from India and having so many followers. It could be wrong, but anyone that puts themselves on a pedestal, I tend not to watch. Gotcha. I like, I think of it as not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. So I take the message that I find useful and, as I said, for me, it all comes from that one living a life of kindness, compassion, empathy, through continuous forgiveness. Yoga helps me do that. Anything else is either fun or it's a distraction. And these days, I do my best not to get distracted. Dill says, I could be wrong about him, through not what I've seen. Tim says, Danny. And Fitness Junkie drops his link. So, yep, is anyone here not subscribed to our friend Extreme Fitness Junkies or Italian Bushcraft? Fitness Junkie says I use the daily Calm Daily. Oh, yeah, I really like Alan Watts. I like Thomas Merton quite a bit, too.
Hello.
Hello. Our friends.
I just posted a trailer of my movie in my community.
Okay, I will look for it in a little bit. Our friend, the amazing Joshua, is here.
Hi, Joshua. I'm happy today.
Awesome. I'm glad you're happy. Our friend Simon says, no good deed goes unpunished. Hear that a lot. But do you believe it, Simon? That's the question. Do you believe it? And has that been your experience? Dale says, for me, I like Tim Kliss and Schopenhauer. A bit too deep, maybe, Schopenhauer, but I like, what do you think of Spinoza? But I like his views. Carl Jung is another I like. I like Tim Kliss. This is the amazing, energetic Joshua. Hello, everyone here. Hey, Joshua, our friend Danny was asking about Mad Face. Hey, Selma.
Yeah.
Can you read the "This is" from Joshua?
Yes. This is the amazing, energetic Joshua. Hello, everyone here.
Perfect. You definitely did it better than me.
Hi, Mad Face.
There he is. This is what everyone's been waiting for. Joshua says, hello, Yogi. She says that she's got a Calm app, but forgets to use it. Hey, Joshua, are you subscribed to our friend Extreme Fitness Junkies? He's 16 away from hitting 500.
Puppy mommy, guess what? My boyfriend hamster is gonna break me. I need help. I need your help. I'm scared.
I think he might be scared of you. Joshua says, Yogi, appreciate your support. You're an amazing guy. It's my pleasure, Joshua.
I pranked him like 2 times.
You did already?
Yes.
No
And
wonder
then
he's scared of you.
He's gonna get me back.
Uh-oh. But yeah, I think you're too smart for him.
I'm scared.
Joshua says, Selma, I'm glad you're happy. Hey, Fitness Junkies, are you subscribed to Joshua? Dale says, I like Spinoza. His book Ethics is a good book, isn't it? I like Spinoza too. I think it was Einstein when he was asked, maybe it wasn't Einstein. It was a physicist, a quantum physicist. So I don't think it was Einstein. I'll have to look. Because Einstein certainly wasn't a quantum physicist. When one of them was asked, do you believe in God? And he said, I believe in Spinoza's God. Pip Up says, my Selma Pookie Bear, that you're such a smarty pants.
I would get my revenge on him. I don't know when, but I will do it on Sunday. Wish me luck. I'm scared.
Good luck.
I
Simon
will bring you with me.
will be here for you. Simon says, I'm scared too. It's all a bit overwhelming. He says, Yogi, please tomorrow. Absolutely. Hey, Simon. If you ever just want to talk, are you on Facebook or Messenger? If you want to reach out and talk sometime, if you want to do some one-on-one breath work, let me know. If you want to learn some meditation, let me know.
I think Bumblebee has a stinger in her butt.
She mentioned that before. She has mentioned that she does have a stinger on her butt. You don't want to mess with.
I think Puppy Mommy has stinger on her butt.
You think so?
Yes. Puppy Mommy, you have a stinger in your butt. In your butt.
Hey, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Do you see Toy Pups' comment where she's saying hi to Joshua? Can you read that?
This is the amazing energetic Joshua.
Perfect again.
Puppy Mommy said she has a sting on her butt.
Hey, Mr. Compress.
Bumblebee, I think Harrison.
Mr. Compress says, honestly, Yogi, how do you do your push-ups? What do you mean? With a messed up shoulder? You just get it done. The thing is, it doesn't hurt. If I overdo it, it might hurt a little bit. I got to be more careful with the other one because it has a tendency to overcompensate. For my left shoulder, it's just a matter of scar tissue. Hey, Selma.
Yeah.
Can you read Toy Pups' comment towards the end there?
Yes. This is just a yogi doing puppies in his basement.
That's me.
I think my name should be just as I'm spying at her both in Harrison.
In his basement.
Yes.
Joshua says, Yogi, can you look at this link? Yep. Which one? Someone says, WhatsApp only, Yogi bro. All right, I might need to download that again. I had it. I got rid of it because it was taking up some space that I needed for my nature videos. I'm going to make a point of trying to get more out so I can free up some space. Oh, I mean, how do you count them? It's a good question. I generally mess up. I generally mess up a lot. Or I try to do by the minute. So, like if I'm doing burpees, if I'm doing 10 reps in a minute or 11 reps a minute, then I just start over. So I only have to count to that 11.
I hit my toe in the door.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Selma. How's it feel?
It hurt so bad. It was in my pinky toe.
Ooh, that's not good. Austin says, who needs a finger wag? Who do you think needs a finger wag?
Wonder Boy.
Verna Boy always needs a finger wag.
Wonder Boy.
Simon says, you guys crack me up. I'm glad we can make you laugh, Simon. All right, so Joshua is putting in his link. Uh-oh. We got some fire going on here, guys. Hold on. Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Even my cat's like, what's going on here? This guy is crazy.
Joshua is acting crazy.
Don't try this at home, guys. You have to be amazing and energetic in order to do this.
Oh my god.
What do you think of that, Selma?
I think that's too dangerous.
It looks it, but you know what? Our friend Joshua, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So make sure you visit that link, guys.
Can we and Joshua do a co-stream on his live stream?
It's a good question, Joshua. Someone wants to know maybe if you guys can do a code live stream sometime. I do know Paul Heyman. He was with the Undertaker. No, was he with the Undertaker? Who was he with originally? I don't remember. Paul Heyman is a great actor. Flip Up says Joshua lives on the edge. He does. Joshua says, I promise you that no Joshes were burned in the making of this video. Well, that's good. Mr. Comfort says, all right, bye. Well, thanks for hanging out, Mr. Comfort. Appreciate it.
Danny, I don't think Madface needs a bigger rag. Only for Wonder Boy.
Only for Wonder Boy. Yeah, Fitness Junkie says The Undertaker. Gotcha. Kane.
I miss you, puppy mommy.
So Simon, I'll let you know if I can get what up? What's up? What up? What up? Yeah. I don't remember what it's called. Flip Up says Kane rocks. Hey, have you seen him lately? He lost a ton of weight. He's got six-pack abs. He was going to run for Congress in Tennessee, I believe. Flip Up says, guys, are you wrestling fans? Let me know. I'm excited. I haven't watched in a long time, but I grew up with it back in the day. Still says, what advice would you give to a young man who is feeling lost in life? Let's say a young man who feels he isn't where he should be. What sort of advice would you give him? It's a good question. You know what? I don't know what advice I would have given before, but it would have been along the lines of, do this, do that, practice this, or practice that. But I don't think I would anymore. I don't know if you need to find yourself. Maybe you're on the right path of being lost, because now you get to explore. Now you get to see who you are in the absence of all the stuff that you're trying to hold on to. You get to really, really find out who you are. I would certainly make recommendations. Meditation, probably above all else, is meditation. If you have some, issues with anxiety, definitely some breath work to help calm everything. But meditation and self-inquiry, contemplation, maybe especially self-inquiry, asking yourself over and over again, who am I? And don't settle on an answer. Because every answer that you have, every answer that you say, I am this, can be taken away. So keep going until you get to absolute mystery, the mystery of existence itself, and then just be there. Just be. I think that would be it. Simon says, trust your gut feeling. And I think the more that you become attuned to your true self, the more that gut feeling becomes easier to pay attention to.
Yogi.
Yep.
Can I sing Puppy Mommy a song?
Yep. What are you gonna sing her?
Mm. Can I sing my song?
Sure.
Um, this is for my ex-best friends who. I wrote a song called Down. And it was amazing. And my 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 three best friends was with me, and and then my best friends doesn't like my outfit. Like they hated it, and I was crying so bad, and I I just I just have emotions in my body, and I just don't want to deal with them, and I just move on.
Understandable.
Yeah, and this is for my ex-best friends. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You say you need some space. You're lying straight up to my face. But what's new? I kiss on it now, and you talk about but watch your mouth. Ooh, I'm gonna bite my tongue now. Bet you think you won now, yeah. I'm just trying to calm down. You don't know what's wrong with ya. Me, my for drama, I know she said that it's just to meet her up. She's just taste the kiss ya up. Without a doubt. Do I feel think you one now. Don't make to run you out. I'm gonna get you now. I'm gonna make a sound. I'll see that around. Drummer to run you out. I'm gonna get you now. I'm gonna make a sound. I'll see that around. But watch your mouth.
Hold on. That gets a bell ring. Excellent job, Selma. Very
Yeah.
powerful. Toy Pup says, "You're so good, girl." Joshua says, "Good job, Selma." Toy Pup says, "Wow." Simon says,
Thank,
"Awesome." Amaze balls. T says, "Selma, awesome."
thank you.
Give me 1 second, Selma. We're gonna catch up with the chat a little bit. T, a doppelganger is like a complete replicate of another. Joshua says, "Mysteries is my mind, Yogi." It's a good place to be, Joshua. When you know yourself as mystery, it leaves you undefined. Danny's waving at everyone.
Puppy Mommy, my movie is coming up very soon. It's called Passion of the Christ Part 2. So, there's a trailer. Um, so, we don't know what's gonna happen. I'm in the movie, and I kind of excited, but at the same time, I'm scared.
It'll be okay, Selma. You know why?
Yeah,
Because you have friends who are there with you, who will support you whatever you go through.
yeah, cause every time we watch a movie, and, and my dad always says, I asked my dad, uh, is it gonna be the crucifixion at the end? And he said no. And then, and then he, and then at the end, I see the crucifixion going on, and it was terrible. Like his body is blood, his, his body is destroyed. They put a crown in his head. That it seems like that's terrible. And I cry for that. Like, why? Why does somebody do that to someone? Like, they They should say I'm sorry when he was alive, but at the end they say I'm sorry.
Right. Well, I know that is it's a heavy feeling, Selma. That is a heavy feeling.
Yeah.
But you know what? Uh when you watch it, just know that you're with your friends and everyone loves you.
Yeah.
We're gonna end the live stream soon. Does anyone want to do some quick breath work before we call it an afternoon? Before we call it an evening, actually, because I'm gonna go to bed.
I can do it.
Okay. Dragon Fruit says, "Mad Face, you were you were so mad. Why is Mad Face so mad, Selma?"
Because he's mad.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Mad Face is so mad because he's mad.
What kind of question is that?
I like that answer. Let's see. Mad Face says, "I'm mad because I haven't had any dragon fruit, but you're finally here, so give it to me now." Let's see. T says, "Yogi breath work, please. You got it. We're gonna do. I've been wanting to do this for a while with you guys. Moon piercing breath is what it's called. Chandra Vedandra. Vedandra. Please excuse my faulty Sanskrit, but it translates to moon piercing breath. It puts us in tune with our lunar energy, the moon energy, which is very soft. Joshua says moon piercing breath. Hey, thank you, Odom. We got some jewels, some thumbs up. So what we do is, Toy Pup says breathing yes. We're gonna breathe in. We're gonna use our thumb, and we're gonna use our index finger. So with our thumb, we block off the right side so that we can breathe through the left. And then with our index finger, we block off the left so we can breathe out through the right. And then we're going to repeat. We can do this for 10 breaths. So let me demonstrate real quick. I'm going to breathe in through my left. And what I'm going to do is breathe in for a count of 4. It's just a very, very slight pause. Just enough to notice it. You don't need to count it, just notice it. And then we exhale through the right for a count of 4. Yep, you can sit up for this, back straight, but you don't have to be rigid. So we breathe in through the left for a count of 4. Very brief pause. We breathe out through the right. We're creating a circular pattern, a moon pattern. The left is connected to the sympathetic energetic state, which is the rest and digest. So this is a very soothing breath. It's a great breath to help you wind down, prepare for sleep. So, is everyone ready? Danny says, Face needs this exercise. You know what? He might change his name. He might change his name to Not So Mad Face. Maybe Mad Face, but I'm feeling a little less Mad Face.
Ooh, Danny, Mad Face is mad at you.
He is. All right, so is everyone ready?
Yes.
Do you remember what we're going to do? We're going to block off and breathe through the left for a count of 4, and then block off the right. It's very pivot over. Not complicated. Exhale through the right for a count of 4. We notice the pause between each, and then we start again. I'm going to demonstrate one more time, and then I'm going to guide you through it. I know Toy Pups is like, why doesn't he ever start when he says he's going to start? Here we go. It's going to be in a circular pattern. So, guys, close your eyes. Relax. Let everything go. Notice your breath. Just notice it coming in, being released. You don't have to do anything. Following the breath in, following the breath out. Close off your right side. We're going to breathe in through the left for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the right. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out through the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last breath. Breathing in through the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Breathe normally, easily. Enjoy that space that you created using your breath. And when you're ready, open your eyes.
It feels so good.
Awesome. I'm glad you liked it, Selma. Thank you for being up here to help me demonstrate it.
You're welcome.
T says, Soy Pups, I'm thinking the same thing when he starts. I'm just trying to make sure that they get all the points. Toy Pup says, we love enjoying the space that we created. Absolutely, especially if we can focus right on that third eye, very, very lightly, and just relax right there. Matt Face says, Yogi, thank you. You're welcome, Matt Face. T says, Yogi, tomorrow usual time. You got it, T. Joshua says, Yogi, thanks for sharing that. Absolutely, my friend.
I also help Yogi.
You did help me. I don't know if I could have done it without you, Selma. You've become my assistant yogi.
Yeah.
Flip Up says, thank you so much, Yogi. Absolutely. Flip Up says, we still love 478. Everyone has a breath that, for whatever reason, resonates deeply with them. And 478 really does resonate with so many people. And Toy Pup says it's her special breath. It's a very powerful breath. And, again, Dr. Andrew Weil said for him, it's the single greatest aid in dealing with stress and anxiety. Joshua says, Selma, thank you for being the assistant yogi. It's a thumbs up. Twip Up says, and we love hugging ourselves when we do it. Hey, did I show you the modified hug, Toy Pups, where one side you're hugging under the arm, so you're getting a firm grasp, and then the other side is the caress. As well, I don't know if you were here when I did the hand breathing exercise. Twip Up says, yes, I love loving both arms.
Yogi.
Uh-huh.
I like the way you do curve around.
I like that one too.
Your fingers.
Yep, I'm glad you like that, Selma.
Can I show it to Puppy Mommy?
You can show it to Puppy Mommy.
Puppy Mommy, look. and then you go backwards.
Yep. And let's see, T says, what's hand breathing? So you know what? Here's what I'm thinking. I think Selma might be the head yogi now. I might be the assistant yogi. What do you think of that, Selma?
Yes.
You think you're replacing me? You think that you're now the official head yogi?
Yes.
I can work with that. As long as you let me help you.
Yes.
So with the hand breathing, doing exactly what Master Yogi Selma said, we're tracing our fingers. But here's what we're going to add in. Going to do it slow. I'm going to breathe in. No special count, just nice and slow. I'm going to breathe in as I go up. Pause. Breathe out as I go down. Pause. That was it. You know what else you can do with your hand? You can make a drawing of a Thanksgiving turkey. You ever done that before, Selma?
Yes.
Hi, Daisy.
Hi, Daisy May.
T says, Yogi, in hand breathing, I thought one country teaches kids in preschool of kindergarten would be Japan or Asia. That I don't know. Daisy says, is that Selma too? That is Selma. Selma is Selma's teaching yoga for me.
Hello.
Daisy says, yes, always love making a hand turkey. Me too. Did you guys ever put paste on your hand and let it dry and then peel it off?
Yeah, I did that with glue.
Yep, with glue. Yep. I'm glad I'm not the only one. He says, hi, Daisy. So we're going to wrap things up in just a minute. That was the hand breathing. It's very soothing exercise. Remember your breathing, inhaling as you go up. There's a pause. The slower, the better. But you can vary the speed. So I might go a little faster. It's a great mindful exercise. He says, I got a detention for that. My favorite subject, art. Daisy says, so to everyone.
I made a blue raspberry Gatorade.
Well, that looks good. Mad Face is mad. He's still mad. Now we have a confused face. What do you think of that, Selma?
Now it's my face. Now it's confusing face. Now smile face.
Confused
We
face
need
is now pondering.
we need smile face in here.
We do need smile face here. I think he's in bed. All right, so my cat is saying it's time to wrap it up. I'm going to go to bed. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Daisy says, how about happy face? We can show you I've actually been told that I don't really smile a whole lot, which is probably true. But I am almost always happy. So here's my happy face. I'm going to offer you guys my happy face the best that I can do. Selma, how about your happy face?
Uh,
There it is. That's the happiest face of them all. Right there. Thank you, Selma.
You're welcome.
Daisy says, okay, good night, Yogi. Thank you, Daisy. Appreciate you stopping in. T says, Puppy Mommy, I send you a quick PM. Daisy says, I like that happy face.
This is the end. Good
It
night,
is the end. Daisy says, good night, all. So, hey, Selma, can you do me a favor?
Yeah,
Can you say good night to everyone for me?
yeah. You can say good night, and he loves you, and he will see you tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock.
That is exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to say good night, and I do love you all, and I will see you at 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. Selma has actually made, she did the triple yogi, 3 live streams. She was there at 5 o'clock in the morning. I appreciate that, Selma.
You're welcome.
Joshua says, we love you, Yogi and Selma. Thank you, Joshua. We love you too.
We love you.
Yep. Joshua says, namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Daisy says, take care, Selma. And we get a face good night. Danny says, face good night. All right, guys. I will see everyone later. Take care, my friends.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Good night, my face.